ഹലോ, നമ്മളിന്ന് ഫിസിക്സിൻ്റെ പ്രീവിയസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസിൻ്റെ മോഡൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഒന്ന് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ലെറ്റ്സ് ഫാസ്റ്റ് മൂവ് ടു ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് വൺ ബൈ വൺ. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്ന് ടോപ്പിക്സ് ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ പാർട്ട് 1 ഫിസിക്സ് ക്ലാസ് 9 ഫിസിക്സ് ടോപ്പിക്സ് ആണ് പാർട്ട് 1. അതിലുള്ള ടോപ്പിക്സ് നമുക്ക് അറിയുണ്ടാവും. ഇക്വേഷൻസ് ഓഫ് മോഷൻ, അതേപോലെ ലോസ് ഓഫ് മോഷൻ, വർക്ക് ആൻഡ് എനർജി, കൺസർവേഷൻ ഓഫ് മൊമെൻറ്റം, ഗ്രാവിറ്റേഷൻ, ഫ്ലൂയിഡ് മെക്കാനിക്സ്, ആർക്കിമിഡീസ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പിൾ, ആൻഡ് ഫൈനലി നമ്മുടെ വേവ് മോഷൻ. Okay. So the first question, suppose that acceleration is time graph of a particle that starts from rest at t equal to 0 as shown in figure. Okay. So here the things you have to consider is acceleration is constant at 5 meter per second square for the first 10 seconds. Then it goes to minus 10 meter per second square for the next 10 seconds, and then again to 5 meter per second square for the next 10 seconds. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ആകെ മൊത്തം 30 seconds. Okay. The question is, at what instant does the particle come to rest for the first time? Okay. Second question is, what is the total distance traveled by the particle during the 30 seconds? It is actually distance and not displacement. But the first step we have to draw the velocity time graph of the object. Okay. So let's move into this one. So I'm writing like this. T B. So we have the gap like 10 second. 20 second and 30 second. Okay, and the V is 50 minus 50. Okay, so why I draw like this, you see, in the first 5 seconds the speed goes up from 0 to 50 meter per second. So we have to draw like that. So first 10 seconds we have the speed going up from 0 to 50. Okay. So in the next 10 seconds, what we have, the acceleration is actually minus 10 meter per second square. Okay. So we have the speed reducing at double the rate. It goes till minus 50 in the next 10 seconds. Okay. In the next 10 seconds, the final 10 seconds, the speed goes at the rate 5 meter per second square. So in the next 10 seconds the speed reach here. Okay, this is the rate. Let's see the first question. What is this? The particle comes to rest for the first time. The particle comes to rest for the first time at an instant between 10 and 20. That is the correct midpoint. That's actually 15 seconds. Okay, so the answer for the first thing is 15 seconds. Second one, what is the total distance traveled by the particle during 30 seconds? അത് ആകെ 30 സെക്കൻഡിൽ എത്ര ദൂരം പാർട്ടിക്കിൾ ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തു എന്ന് നോക്കുന്നത്. സോ എന്തായിരിക്കും? ഇറ്റ്സ് എ ഏരിയ അണ്ടർ ദ വി ടി ഗ്രാഫ്. ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ കൃത്യം മാർക്ക് ഇറ്റ്സ് എ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ആക്ച്വലി, നോട്ട് എ ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെന്റ്. അപ്പോൾ നെഗറ്റീവ് ഏരിയ നമുക്ക് എടുക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. വി ക്യാൻ കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ടോട്ടൽ ഏരിയ. അപ്പോൾ നൗ ദിസ് ഇസ് 2 സിമിലർ ട്രയാങ്കിൾസ്, 1 and 2 ഒരേ ട്രയാങ്കിളാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഒന്നിന്റെ ഏരിയ കണ്ടുപിട്ട് അതിന്റെ 2 ചെയ്താൽ മതി. സോ വാട്ട്സ് ഏരിയ ഓഫ് ദിസ് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ നൗ? Half b into h, half b into h. And what is this? Half into base is 15, height is 50. Okay, that's area. Now distance is twice the area, 2 into half into b into h. That is equal to 2 into half, number 1, 15 into 50. That is 750 meter. That's the answer for this. This is 750 meter. Okay. If the displacement is asked, and the answer it's actually 0, because this is positive. The first part is positive and second part is negative, so it becomes 0. This distance you it's actually 750. Okay. Next question. A man running with a uniform speed u on a straight road observes a stationary bus at a distance d ahead of him. At what instant the bus starts with an acceleration? The condition that he would be able to catch the bus is. Okay. Here it's a linear motion. A bus is an accelerated motion, while the man has a uniform motion. The important points is uniform speed u here, distance d here, and acceleration a here. Okay. So how do you solve this thing here? That we have a man standing here. We have a bus standing here, and the man is going towards the bus at a speed u, and the bus is accelerating at an acceleration a. Okay, and the distance between these two is d. Okay. So how do you solve this here? So at time t, assume that the man will catch the bus. So that time t, the man will cover a distance ut. Okay. And what's the distance covered by the bus by the same time t? That's actually half at square. Okay, so distance covered by the bus. Now you know that when the man catches the bus, the man would have covered d distance extra. So what does it imply? Ut minus half at square is equal to d. Okay, ut minus half at square is equal to d. Okay. Now what's the equation here? The quadratic equation is like half at square minus ut plus d equal to 0. Okay. Now the roots uണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ ഈ equation solve ആവുള്ളൂ. So roots എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? What's the condition? നമുക്കറിയാം roots. അപ്പോൾ ഈ a confuse ആവരുത്. b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. Okay. That implies b value. b എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ it's actually u square minus 4 into a value is this much into d is greater than or equal to 0. That means u square minus 2ad greater than or equal to 0. That implies u square by 2a greater than d. That implies d is less than u square by 2a. It's a condition. Okay. So d should be less than u square by 2a for this thing. So that's answer is this one. Okay. Third question. A ball released from rest at time t equal to 0 hits the ground. It rebounds inelastically with the velocity 5 meters per second and reaches the top at t equal to 1.5 second. What is the net displacement of the ball from its initial position after 1.5 second? Okay, displacement ആണ് ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. അതായത് ഈ ദൂരമാണ് they were asked. Okay, they are asking this distance. Okay. In ഇവിടെയുള്ള കേസ് എന്താണ്? A ball starts release from rest at time t equals 0. It hits the ground. Rebounds the velocity 5 meters per second, reaches the top at t equal to 1.5 second. Okay, അപ്പോൾ ഈ സമയത്ത് displacement ആണ് കാണേണ്ടത്. Okay. Now we draw like this. So we draw the ground like this. The ball comes down. The ball goes up. Here it goes with the speed 5 meters per second. Okay. Total time ആണ് എത്ര? 1.5 second. Total time 1.5 second. Okay. So ഇങ്ങോട്ട് t1 ഉം ഇങ്ങോട്ട് t2 assume ചെയ്യാം. So let's assume it's find t2. Now t2 is actually എന്താണ്? You assume this path 5 meters per second ആണല്ലോ മുകളിൽ പോകുന്നത്. So v equal to u minus gt. The principle apply here. V equal to 0. So u equal to gt. So the t2 time is equal to 5 by g. 5 by 10. 0.5 second. Okay. 0.5 second ആണ് t2. Okay. So t1 is 1.5 minus 0.5 minus 0.5 equal to 1 second. അപ്പോൾ 1 second താഴത്തേക്ക് വരും, 0.5 second മുകളിലേക്കും പോകും. Okay, that's a condition you have to understand there. So you just find the distance there. അപ്പോൾ ഡൗൺവേർഡ് ജേർണിയിൽ എത്ര സമയം എടുക്കും? അപ്പോൾ 1 second ആണ്. That is this distance d1 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ half g t square. Okay, that is 1 second അല്ലേ? Half into g. That's equal to 5 meter. Now d2 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? It's like u square by 2a ആണ് വരിക. You know the formula v square equal to u square plus 2as. But v 0 to come, a is minus g. Okay, so it becomes u square by 2g. എത്രയാണ്? 25 by 2 into 10. എത്രയാണ്? 25 by 2 into 10. 25 by 20, 2.5 by 2, 1.25. So what is the net displacement? It's actually d1 minus d2. That is 3.75. Okay. So this is the displacement. So here it is actually 3.75. The answer is this much. Okay. Next question. Two blocks A and B of masses 8 kg and 2 kg respectively lie on a horizontal friction surface as shown in figure. they are pushed by a horizontally applied force of 15 Newton. The force exerted by B on A is, okay, force exerted by B on A is, okay. So here 15 Newton ആണ് ആകെയുള്ള ഫോഴ്സ്. ഇതിന് ആകെ മാസ് എത്രയാണ്? That's 8 kg and 2 kg, 15 Newton force ആണ്. Okay, so ആകെ forces equal to mass into ma plus mb into acceleration. So acceleration of the block is actually 15 Newton by what's the thing, 8 plus 2, that is 1.5 meter per second square. Now force on B is going with an acceleration 1.5 meter per second square. Okay, so mb into ab, mb mb is 2 into 1.5, that is 3 Newton. Now see here, B experiences a force of 3 Newton. That is obviously from A. A is B exerting. So correspondingly, B exerts a force of 3 Newton on A also. That is the action reaction force. Okay, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, but the forces get applied on different surfaces. Okay, so B 3 Newton bond B on A. Again 3 Newton. So that's the answer here. So the answer is 3 Newton B on A. Okay. Next, two balls are released from towards a point W from point X and point Z respectively on a smooth track. Okay, released. They attain a speed of VA and VB at point W. Okay, so what is the ratio between their speeds VA and VB at point W? Okay, what is the principle? It's a conservation of energy actually. The conservation of energy. So we know that the decreasing potential change in energy, potential energy is equal to increasing kinetic energy. That is KE plus PE is constant. That implies the change in potential energy equal to change in kinetic energy. That is decrease in potential energy equal to increase in kinetic energy. Okay. Now consider A. A has a decrease in potential energy of how much mgh of 45 meter minus 27 meter. A is initially at 45 meter height. It comes to 27 meter here. So the decrease in potential energy is mag 45 minus 27. Now assume A attains a speed of v. Okay. So the correspondingly the kinetic energy increases by that much amount. Okay, decreasing potential energy is increasing kinetic energy. So half ma va square. Correspondingly, B is at a position of 35 meter initially minus 27. It's equal to half mb vb square. Okay, current B was initially at Z at 35 meter, then B goes till 22 to ZW. So the potential energy of B reduces by mbg 35 minus 27. Okay, now we 1 by 2 implies ma by mb into g is cancelled. 45 minus 27 is 18, 35 minus 27 is 8 is equal to ma by mb into va square by vb square. So we can cancel ma by mb on both sides. That implies va by bb equal to 18 by 8 root. It is root of 9 by 4, that is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, 3 by is the answer. So we can find the answer as this much. Okay. Next is a ball is thrown vertically upwards at the speed u and returns back to the thrower. There are two instances at which the ball has equal kinetic and potential energies. The difference between these two instances is, ഇവിടെ ഒരു പോയിന്റ് എന്താണ്, two instances at which the ball has equal kinetic and potential energy. രണ്ട് പ്രാവശ്യം. So it's like you have think the ball goes up and comes down. Okay. So at an instant it is thrown with a velocity v. Obviously it will come down with a velocity u only. Here it has a velocity v assume. Okay, v1 assume. Okay, the ball will have a v1 velocity here also. Okay. Now what's the thing? v1 lendana, it has equal kinetic and potential energies. What does it imply? Ke equal to pe equal to total energy by 2. Total energy by 2 ആകുമ്പോഴാണല്ലോ kinetic energy potential energy equal ആവുന്നത്. Okay, so we can assume in that sense. Okay, now what is the total energy now as you take the initial velocity of the body. Okay, so I'm just going here. Total energy is half m u square. Okay, now at an instant when the velocity is v, like half m, I'm taking v1 square plus this is the instant when the potential kinetic energy is half of total energy, right? So that is actually half of half m u square. Okay, so cancelling out everything, this one, we get that v1 equal to u by root 2. Okay, v1 equal to u by root 2. Okay, now we need to get the time here, and the similar time will be here also. Okay, it takes t1 time to this distance, and again t1 times to reach again back thing. So you have to find just the 2t1 here. Now what is t1? We have the speed v1 and reaches 0 in time t1. So obviously t1 is v1 by g. Okay, that is u by root 2 into g. Okay, so what is the time gap actually? t1 plus t1, because you see that t1 time is taken for the ball to go from here to here, and again t1. Obviously the same path is followed. So it takes again t1 here. So 2t1. So that is 2t1 equal to 2 into u by root 2g. That is root 2 u by g. That's the answer. So you get this one. Okay. Next one. Two cars A and B of the same mass start from the same location at the same time but on different straight roads. Car A travels on the road that has greater angle of inclination. Same mass starts from the same location. Car A travels on a road that has greater angle of inclination with the horizontal compared to road B which travels. At an instant, both cars have the same height above the starting point. So the energy of these things. Even then again we have to consider about the total conservation of energy. Okay, so I'm just assuming here. So two cars, A, B. Now A is having greater inclination while B is having a small inclination. Theta 1 and theta 2. Obviously theta 1 is greater than theta 2. Okay. Now take an instant here. So at an instant, what is been told? Same height above the starting point. Same height above the starting point at any instant. So assume A is here. So B will also be at a height here. Okay, like this. Now what is the point here? Inclination of A is greater than inclination of B. So obviously B would have travelled greater distance compared to A. Because inclination koravana, so this distance B travelled distance A travelled distance obviously. Velocity of B is greater than velocity of A. Now energy is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Now potential energy is actually due to position. The height random same amount of potential energy is same. Okay. Now kinetic energy varies. Now who has higher kinetic energy? B will have the kinetic energy since at a greater speed. Okay. So the total energy for whom will be high? EB will be greater than EA. Why? Because KE for A is greater than KE for B. So obviously total energy EB will be greater than EA. So the answer is this one. Okay. A cart of mass m moves at a speed u on frictionless table. It's a frictionless table. So at regular intervals of L, blocks of mass m by 2 drops vertically into the cart. Okay, m by 2 mass 9 by 2 L distance cover ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴേക്ക് എത്ര സമയം എടുക്കും എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ഇപ്പോൾ എന്താ പ്രശ്നം എന്താണ്? വാട്ട്സ് തിങ് യു നീഡ് ടു അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ദ കൺസർവേഷൻ ഓഫ് മൊമെന്റം കൺസെപ്റ്റ് ഹിയർ. ഓക്കെ, അത് എം മാസുള്ള ഒരു വസ്തു മൂവ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ് അറ്റ് എ സ്പീഡ് യു. ഓക്കെ, suddenly a particle mass of m by 2 drops into it. So what happens here? So there is a conservation of momentum, right? So you see initial momentum is mu. Okay, and then assume a mass of m by 2 drops into it and they both go together, v. Okay, or assume v1. So what is the new thing? Mu equal to 3m by 2 into V1. That implies V1 equal to 2 by 3 U. Okay, the first thing. ഇനി എന്താണ് അടുത്ത L ലെങ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് വീണ്ടും ഒരു വസ്തു വീണു. അഗെയിൻ മൊമെന്റം ഇസ് mu only, right? കാരണം മൊമെന്റം കൺസർവ്ഡ് അല്ലേ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ ഇനി എന്താ അടുത്ത് വരിക? 3m by 2 ആണ് ഓൾറെഡി മാസ്, പ്ലസ് m by 2 ഇൻറ്റു V2 വന്നു. അപ്പൊ എന്താ അർത്ഥം? ഓക്കെ, that's equal to 2m V2. Okay, so V2 is equal to, what is this? U by 2. Okay, now again mu, third instant നോക്കാം. So 2m plus m by 2 into V3, that is 5m by 2 into V3. So V3 equal to എന്താണ്? 2u by 5. Okay, so this I can write like 2u by 4. Okay, so again instance you can see first instant 2 by 3u, then 2 by 4u, 2 by 5u. Next is V4 will be 2 by 6u. Ready? Now let me draw a graph here. എത്ര സമയം എടുക്കുന്നില്ല പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഓരോ സമയത്ത് ഇൻസ്റ്റന്റിലും ഇപ്പോൾ I draw a line here. So divide 1, 2, 3, 4, L, 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 L and L by 2. The distance ആണ്. So the total distance is 9L by 2. Okay, 9L by 2. So what is the time covered here? So the first time T1 is equal to L by U plus next L by next speed എന്താണ്? 2 by 3U. Next എന്താണ്? L by 2 by 4u. Okay, next is L by 2 by 5u plus L by 2 by 6u. Okay, ഇങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തു പോകുമ്പോൾ we get the answer as 17L by 2u. Okay, so the answer is 17L by 2u. Okay, that's the answer. So this is actually conservation of momentum concept. Now another thing, it's a combination of energy and momentum thing here. Object of mass m moving along a straight line with a velocity u collides with a heavier mass m and gets embedded into it. If the compound system of mass m plus m, see actually it is small m. M plus m keeps moving in the same direction, which of the options is true. Okay, if a momentum is conserved because there is no external force on the object. If mass m ആണ്, velocity u ആണ്, collides a heavier mass m. Okay, and gets embedded into it. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനർത്ഥം എന്താണ്? Embedded. ഇതിനർത്ഥം എന്താണ്? They both keep moving together after collision. Okay, so let's see here. ഇനി ഓരോ ഓപ്ഷൻസ് നോക്കാം. The kinetic energy is before and after collision same. No, it's not correct. Okay, അത് correct അല്ല. കാരണം kinetic energy actually decreases in a collision like this. It's an inelastic collision ആണ്. നമുക്ക് ബാക്കി കൺസെപ്റ്റ് നോക്കാം. A small mass of m is moving with a velocity u. It strikes a thing. Velocity is actually 0. Okay, so the momentum is actually mu, and the final momentum will be when they go together, m plus m into v. Okay, so v is mu by m plus m. This appo idana t equal to 0 ആണ് ഇത് ഈ സിസ്റ്റം മൂവ് ചെയ്യുന്ന വെലോസിറ്റി. Okay, now what's the kinetic energy of system? System എന്താണ്? m small m capital M system. That's half into mass into v square. Half into mass into v square is m square u square by m plus m whole square. And that is v. Okay, that's been cut this here. So it is half m square u square by m plus m. So kinetic energy 3 ആണ്. Okay, അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതാം, ഹാഫ് ഇൻറ്റു എം യു സ്ക്വയർ ഇൻറ്റു എം ബൈ എം പ്ലസ് എം. ഓക്കെ, അതായത് ഇനീഷ്യൽ കൈനറ്റിക് എനർജി ഇൻറ്റു എം ബൈ എം പ്ലസ് എം അല്ലേ. സോ ലോസ് ഇൻ കൈനറ്റിക് എനർജി എന്താണ്? 1 മൈനസ് എം ബൈ എം പ്ലസ് എം ഇൻറ്റു കെ ഇ. എന്താണ്? എം ബൈ എം പ്ലസ് 1 ഇൻറ്റു ഇനീഷ്യൽ കൈനറ്റിക് എനർജി എന്താണ്? ഹാഫ് എം u square, right? So half m by m plus m u square. Okay, in that case, so there's a loss in kinetic energy. Ready? So the answer is this one. This is not the answer. After collision, it's not this one. Kinetic energy after collision, kinetic energy after collision is actually this much: m square u square by m plus m. And you see the kinetic energy reduces by a factor small m by m plus m. Okay, that's important. Okay, the difference is kinetic energy. Okay, so next we move to the gravitation aspect here. Radius of planet is twice that of planet B. Average density of material to planet is thrice of planet B. Okay, radius in the case twice that of B. Density of the planet is thrice that of planet B. Then gravity gravity ratio. Ratio between gravity. So gravity. So GA by GB. Remember, you know, GA equal to GM by R square. Okay, so I'm just flipping here. G is proportional to M by R square. Now M equal to V into rho. Rho is density. Okay, rho is density by R square. Okay. Now that is equal to but a sphere on. So V is actually 4 by 3 pi r cube rho by r square. Okay. So constant G or it's not doesn't matter for us. So in the 4 by 3 pi rho r I mari. Okay, that G is proportional to rho r. G is proportional to the product of density of the planet and its radius. Now GA by GB and rho A by rho B into RA by RB. Now rho A and radius of the planet is twice that of B. Radius of planet A but 2 path. Density and thrice that of B. 3 into 2. That is 6. 6 is the answer. So this is the basics here. G equal to rho into R. Okay, rho is the density. The answer is 6. Okay. Next is spring balance. A question it's about Archimedes principle. You see weight of an object in air is 0.1 Newton. It shows a reading of 0.08 Newton when the object is completely immersed in water. With the value as due to 10 meters per second square, the volume of the object is. Then the case in the weight and don't reduce because of the force of the mass on the body. Okay. So what is the what do you call the buoyant force of 300? The actual weight minus the net weight. Okay, it's 0.02 Newton. Each force is water body model. Okay. Now, our force it's actually equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. Okay, liquid displacement that is equal to mg. Now mg equal to v into rho. Rho density kilogram per meter cube into 10 meter per second square. Okay. So what does we get to get a v? V okay. That is 0.02 by 1000 into 10. Okay. 1000 into 10 meter cube. The centimeter cube is 0.02 into 1 meter 100 centimeter. So meter cube into 10 raised to 6 okay, by 10 raised to 4. So that is actually 2 centimeter cube. So this is displaced. So our body is fully immersed actually. So the volume of water is also 2 centimeter cube. Okay, so the answer is volume of the body is actually 2 centimeter cube. So the answer is 2 centimeter cube.